Today's financial mystery is the mystery of compound interest. This is Eileen St. Pierre, the Everyday Financial Planner. I want to begin by talking about the difference between simple and compound interest. Let's assume that we have $10,000 to invest. And we're first going to look at an investment that pays us 5% a year, but the interest is simple interest. What that means is that we're only going to earn 5% interest on the original $10,000. So you can see every year we're going to earn $500 in interest. Now over 10 years, that $10,000 will grow to $15,000, or $5,000 of that will be interest. Now let's look at an example where we have an investment that pays 5%, but the interest is compounded annually. What that means is that in the first year, we're going to earn 5% on the original $10,000 or interest of $500. But you see in the second year, we're going to earn the 5% not on the original $10,000, but on our accumulated balance, $10,500. So you can see in year 2, we're going to earn $525 in interest, or $25 more than we would have earned under simple interest. And you can see in year 3, the 5% interest is applied to our year 2 balance. So we're going to earn $551.25 in interest in year 3. So you can see our interest accumulates faster when it's compounded. And at the end of year 10, we'll have $16,288.95. So we would have earned $6,288.95 in interest. So almost $1,300 more interest because it was compounded versus paying simple interest. How often interest is paid makes a difference. In other words, the frequency of compounding matters. Let's revisit our $10,000 investment that earns 5% annual interest. If interest is compounded annually, you can see that after 20 years, that money is going to grow to almost $26,533. Let's say, though, that interest is compounded quarterly. In other words, the 5% interest we get a year, we're going to get a quarter of that after the first 3 months, so 1.25%. And then after the next 3 months, we'll earn another 1.25%. Likewise, over the next 3 months, another 1.25%. So after the year, we will have earned the 5%. We're just getting it more frequently. And you can see that in the first year, we're going to earn $9.45 more. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but over time, right, that can grow. After 10 years, we're going to earn a little bit more. And then after 20 years, we're going to earn roughly $500 more because the interest was compounded quarterly. Now, if interest is compounded monthly, what that means is we're going to get 1/12 of that 5% every month. We're still going to get the 5% for the whole year. We're just going to get it more frequently. And you can see on our table here that our year-end balances are just a little bit higher now under monthly compounding. So basically, the frequency of compounding makes a big difference. The more frequently it's compounded, the more our balances will grow. Now, what's an example of monthly compounding? A savings account or a bond, right? Anything that will pay you monthly interest. Good examples of quarterly compounding are stocks, because stocks tend to pay quarterly dividends. Now, if you look at our table, you'll notice that somewhere between years 10 and 20, our money is going to double. So wouldn't it be nice to have a formula where we can just really quick figure out how long it will take for our money to double? And lo and behold, we do have a formula. It's called the Rule of 72. Now, all you need to do is take 72 divided by your interest rate. So if you're investing at 1%, 72 divided by 1, it would take 72 years to double your money. At a 3% interest rate, 72 divided by 3, it would take 24 years. At a 5% interest rate, which is what we were using in our example, it would take 14.4 years to double your money. And that's consistent with what we saw in our table. Now, if you want your money to grow faster, you have to invest at a higher interest rate. But also remember that that entails more risk. So you need to be comfortable with that investment. Okay, you don't want to get impatient and say, well, I want to double my money in 6 years, so I'm going to look for a 12% investment. You need to be comfortable with that level of risk. Okay, so you need to balance those expectations. But it is a very simple formula. It gives you a rough ballpark. So finally, I want you to remember that the earlier you start saving, the more time you have for your money to compound. And compounding helps your money to grow faster. This video has been brought to you by the Choctaw Asset Building Program. I hope you've been able to solve the mystery of compound interest. Until our next financial mystery, this has been Eileen St. Pierre, the Everyday Financial Planner.